In this video, I'm going to show you how to automate responses to reviews that your law firm receives using OpenAI, using ChatGPT, artificial intelligence, so that you can supercharge yourself and make sure that every single review that someone leaves for your law firm gets a response. Now, let me show you exactly how to do this. Now, the first thing you're going to need is a Zapier account. That is Zapier, Z-A-P-I-E-R. Now, the other thing you're going to need is an OpenAI account. And the way you can log into this is platform.openai.com. Now, OpenAI is the company that owns ChatGPT. So you need to make sure that you have a Zapier account and an OpenAI account. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go into Zapier and we're going to click this Create Zap button. So let's create a new Zap. And then we're going to come here and we're going to search for Google Business. So Google My Business. So now that we're in here, what we want to do is we want to create a new event. So the new event is going to be New Review. So you're going to click Continue. Now you're going to have to set up your Google Business profile. So you want to go ahead and click Sign In. That's going to bring this up. And I'm going to do this from the SMB team one so I can show you how this works. And then we will go ahead and click Continue. So now what it's going to do is it's going to pull up all the locations that you have on your Google Business profile. So if you have multiple locations, then you'll have to do this multiple times. So we happen to have lots of clients on our Google Business profile. So we're going to blur this out real quick, but I'm going to select the SMB team one. So now we have SMB team selected. We're going to hit Continue and test trigger. Okay, cool. So now it's found 3 reviews. So one of them is the most recent client that we have. It's from a client named Laura Hurd. She gave us 5 stars. The second is from a client named David Anthony. He gave us 5 stars as well. And then here's another client, Phil Rizzuto. So now it's got our reviews and we're going to go ahead and click Continue. So now the next thing we need to do is we need to set up OpenAI. So we're going to go OpenAI and we can find that. And then we can have send prompt and then continue. So now what we need to do is we need to sign in to OpenAI. So now we need to get our API key from OpenAI. Now the API key is the piece of code that lets Zapier talk to OpenAI. So the way you do that is click Create an API key, and then you're going to click Create New Secret Key, and then you can call this Zapier Review and hit Create Secret Key. So now you've got the key here, and obviously we have this blurred out. You're going to hit this green button here to copy it, and then hit Done. Now you're going to come back over here. You're going to paste it in here, which we have blurred out, and you're going to hit Yes. So now we're going to go back to Zapier, and you can see that it is now tied to our OpenAI account. Hit Continue. Okay, so now we are in here where we need to select our prompts. So for the model, Text DaVinci 003 is going to be the latest as of right now. As you can see, it says we recommend Text DaVinci 003. If this is updated, you just need to change the one that they recommend. Now, the next thing is going to be the prompt. Now, the prompt is where we're actually going to send a prompt to ChatGPT. Okay, so here is the prompt. Now, this is a prompt that will be entered directly into ChatGPT. So this is what we said, and I'm going to show you how I did this in a few seconds here. So here's what it says. Please respond to this 5-star Google review. The client's name is Phil Rizzuto. If this is a negative review, please ensure that a response is written that will not admit wrongdoing, but will make our business look empathetic and not defensive. If the review is negative, please politely ask the reviewer to contact us so that we can resolve the matter. Please do not include any additional information other than the review. Please respond as the business owner, not as ChatGPT. Here is the review, and then we have the review. Now, the way that I inserted this is that when I click in here, you can see down here it says Insert Data, right? So what I can do is I can scroll down here, and there's actual placeholders. So star rating right there, and then right here, the client's name is, and what's cool is that you scroll down here, and you see reviewer name, Phil Rizzuto. So then you come down, so then it says, here's the review. So you click there, here's the review, you click there, and then you can see comment right there, that's the review, right? So what this does is basically everything that's actually typed is what will be in every single prompt. And the variable stuff is what's going to be pulled from each individual review. So now that we have that, what we're going to do is we can leave all this stuff as is and hit continue. And then what we're going to do is we're going to test action. So basically, what this is going to do is this is going to send this prompt to ChatGPT, and it's going to kick back a response. Let's see what it does. Okay, so what we can do is we can see that there's a few things in this that I'm not really thrilled about. So, Dear Phil Rizzuto, I don't love the fact that it says Dear Phil Rizzuto, because I wouldn't say Dear Phil Rizzuto. I would say Dear Phil if I was going to say something like that, right? Now, let's look at the rest of this. Thank you for your kind words about Nora. We're glad to know that she's been providing you with the best service and that you've been enjoying your experience with us. We appreciate your loyalty and for taking the time to review us. All the best, business owner. Now, I don't love this either because that seems like a bot is doing this, right? So let's go back and adjust the action, right? So let's go back to action, and we're going to adjust this. We're going to adjust this prompt. So let's give it some additional information. Please use the client's, say, the reviewer's first name only when addressing them. For example, Dear Phil. Also, please do not sign the review. Okay, so now let's see what happens. Now let's try this again, and we're going to do continue. And we're going to retest the action. So now let's see what happens. All right, so now this is our new prompt. Dear Phil, thank you for your kind words about Nora. She is truly an asset to our company, and we are so glad that you've been enjoying working with her. We're always here to help, and we appreciate your business. Thank you for taking the time to leave us your feedback. Sincerely, business owner. Okay, so it still is saying sincerely, business owner. Now, it fixed the Phil part, but it's still doing the business owner part. So let's go back and let's adjust this. Okay, so also do not sign the review. So maybe what we can do, sometimes ChatGPT is basically just about figuring out what is the right prompt, right? All right, please respond as the business owner, not ChatGPT. Let's just remove this piece altogether because that might be what's causing the issue. So now let's test it again. All right, let's do the retest of the action. Okay, so this is much better. So the text says, Dear Phil, thank you so much for your kind words about Nora. We're so glad to hear that she has been a great asset to our company and that you've enjoyed working with SMB team. We will be sure to pass along your kind words to her. Thank you for your continued support and for taking the time to share your experience. We appreciate it. Sincerely, SMB team. So that is way better. And the only thing that's a little questionable is where he says, been a great asset to our company. But if you look at his review, he actually says she is responsive. Nora is a great asset to the company. So it's actually in line with what he says. So I think that that's good. So now what we need to do is we need to send this review back to Google and actually publish the review. We're not finished yet. So what we're going to do is we're going to click this plus right down here, and we're going to go back to Google My Business. Click there, and then we're going to create a reply. Hit continue. Now we've got the right one used. Continue. Okay, so now we're on this section for review name. We're going to click review name. We're going to click new review in Google My Business, and we're going to click review name right there. Now for reply, you're going to click down here. You're going to click send prompt to OpenAI, and you're going to scroll all the way down to where it says response. And then what you're going to do is you're going to hit continue. And now all you have to do is hit test action. So let's go ahead and hit test action real quick. Okay, so one thing I did notice is that ChatGPT, for some reason, was adding in this exclamation point. It was adding in this weird prompt at the top. So what I did is I went back and I actually told it not to include any unnecessary characters at the beginning of the review. So went back and this is what I got. So let's go back and test this again. So what we're going to do is we're going to click retest action, and that's going to send the review to the Google business profile. Now I already clicked it. So if I click here, now you can see it shows up right here, and this review is perfect. So now all we have to do is come up here and rename our Zap. Let's call this Google Review Responses. And we're going to go ahead and click publish. And then what that's going to do is every single time a review comes in from now on, it's automatically going to get a response from ChatGPT. Now, what I'll do is I'll go ahead and I'll leave the prompt that I used in the comment section of this video so you can just go ahead and copy and paste it and use it for your own law firm. And let me know in the comments how this goes. Let me know if it works out for you. And I'm very interested to hear your results. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and happy review responding.